The episode titled Arabul in the series Las Fierbinți presents a rich tapestry of comedic chaos, social commentary, and character development, all woven into a narrative that, on the surface, might appear simple, but is layered with nuanced observations about rural life, human idiosyncrasies, and the cultural intersections of small-town Romania. From the very opening scene, the audience is immediately introduced to the central character who earns the episode its title, a foreigner whose presence in Fierbinți triggers a cascade of reactions among the townspeople. The way the camera lingers on subtle facial expressions, capturing both suspicion and curiosity, is a testament to the director's skill in balancing humor with observation. The episode begins with the townspeople noticing unusual activity around the local store, where the Arab character is first seen interacting with the shopkeeper in a blend of Romanian and broken Arabic. This early exchange sets the tone for the social dynamics explored throughout the episode, highlighting both the hospitality and the cautious skepticism of a close-knit community when faced with someone they perceive as an outsider. The humor emerges naturally, not from overt slapstick, but from the subtle misunderstandings, cultural miscommunications, and the exaggerated reactions of characters such as the village mayor and the notoriously meddlesome neighbors. One particularly compelling scene occurs in the town square, where the Arab character, attempting to sell a new kind of spice, encounters the comically rigid bureaucratic procedures enforced by the mayor. The scene unfolds with a rhythm reminiscent of classical farce, where timing, interruptions, and escalating tension create layers of laughter, while simultaneously reflecting on the absurdities of small-town regulations. The interactions between the Arab character and the town's more eccentric residents provide a mirror for examining prejudice and acceptance, albeit through a humorous lens. For example, the character of the village drunk, who initially tries to scare off the newcomer, ends up inadvertently helping him in a scenario that underscores the unpredictability of human behavior. Another layer of the episode's brilliance lies in its use of setting and cinematography. The dilapidated streets of Fierbinți, the cluttered interiors of homes, and the chaotic energy of the marketplace are not merely backdrops, but active participants in the narrative. The way light filters through dusty windows, catching particles in the air during a key confrontation scene, serves to heighten both the comedic and dramatic tension. Furthermore, the episode makes subtle yet pointed commentary on economic realities and social hierarchies. Through conversations about trade, competition, and reputation, viewers are invited to reflect on the intersection of culture and commerce, and how suspicion or curiosity towards outsiders can be both a source of conflict and growth. The pacing of the episode is meticulously crafted, balancing quick-witted exchanges with moments of slower, more reflective humor. One standout example is a late scene where the Arab character is shown quietly observing the villagers from a distance, highlighting a moment of introspection rarely afforded to comedic characters in similar series. This pause not only allows the audience to catch their breath, but also humanizes the outsider figure, providing depth beyond the surface-level jokes. The writing excels in interweaving subplots, such as the romantic misunderstandings involving the mayor's nephew and the misadventures of the local mechanic, which intersect seamlessly with the main storyline. The result is a layered narrative, where humor arises organically from character interactions rather than forced gags. Comparisons to previous episodes in the series reveal a growth in thematic sophistication. Earlier episodes tended to focus more heavily on slapstick and predictable scenarios, whereas Arabul showcases an evolution toward a more observational comedy that still maintains the series' signature irreverence. The personal charm of the actors cannot be overstated. Their mastery of timing, facial expressions, and improvisational energy elevates the material, transforming potentially mundane interactions into moments of memorable comedy. A particularly memorable instance involves a misunderstanding over a local food dish, where the Arab character's literal translation of a phrase leads to a domino effect of misinterpretations across several households, illustrating how language barriers can simultaneously provoke laughter and empathy. Beyond the immediate humor, the episode touches on themes of belonging, identity, and cultural exchange. By positioning an outsider in the heart of Fierbinți, the series invites viewers to consider questions of inclusion, tolerance, and the subtle ways communities adapt to change. The Arab character's eventual integration, facilitated by acts of kindness and mutual understanding, reinforces a universal message about the human capacity for adaptation and acceptance. Throughout the episode, the interplay between comedy and social observation remains finely tuned. Moments of exaggerated absurdity coexist with quieter, more poignant interactions, creating a tonal richness that rewards attentive viewers. The subtle use of music, ambient sounds, and deliberate pacing underscores these shifts, enhancing both comedic and reflective beats. In reflecting on this episode personally, I was struck by the ability of Las Fierbinți to balance humor with humanity. Scenes that could have easily devolved into stereotypes instead become vehicles for empathy, showcasing the series' unique approach to storytelling. The episode also invites speculation about the broader narrative arcs of the series, suggesting that future episodes might continue exploring themes of cultural intersection and the evolving dynamics of the village community. Overall, Arabul represents a high point in Las Fierbinți, blending comedic inventiveness, social commentary, and character-driven storytelling into a cohesive and entertaining package. Its success lies not merely in eliciting laughter, but in prompting viewers to consider the subtleties of human interaction, cultural perception, and the universal desire for connection. Through meticulous attention to character, setting, dialogue, and pacing, the episode achieves a level of sophistication that elevates it above standard situational comedy, making it a standout entry in the series.